Hi Cancers, it's B. Welcome to my channel, Psychic Sounds by B. Thank you for joining me. I have my Palo Santo wood burning, so that's the smoke that you're seeing, so no worries there. I would like to take a moment and thank my subscribers for all of your wonderful support. Thank you all that have subscribed, liked, or shared. Very, very much appreciated. I am absolutely blown away that in 2.5 months since I started my channel, I already have over 6,000 subscribers. I am just absolutely grateful, so thank you so much for that. All right, Cancers, what do we have going on? Well, there are a lot of planetary configurations happening right now, and there are some, algorithmically affected alignments here that are going to require a shift in the collective that is out there at the present time. So here, what we are going to do is we are going to look at the planetary alignments first, and then we are going to look at what the tarot reading has to say about those alignments, or maybe offer some additional support as to what the universe might be trying to let you know to help you move through this particular time. Now, this reading is the June 2015 reading, but it is also the Gemini cycle reading. What does this mean? It means that what I do is when I do a reading, I do the reading based on the ingress of the sun. So the ingress of the sun is happening on the 21st of May, and it will last until June 22nd. This is the amount of time that the sun is in Gemini, and this is when the sun will be expressing Geminian traits to the entire collective. Okay, so this is kind of how this works. So the time span that these energies might be affecting you will be from May 21st until June 22nd. So let's go ahead, let's get started. We've got a lot of stuff to go over, Cancers. This is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising. Okay, here we go. New moon, Cancer. Where is the new moon in your particular transits right now? The new moon happens on the 17th, 18th of May. I am recording this on the 16th of May. But tomorrow, the new moon, for those of you in the US, is going to be moving into your 11th house. So what is this about? This is about friendships. This is about networking. This is about hopes and wishes. If there is any hopes, wishes, dreams, networking, friendships that you want to solidify, that you want to see manifest within the next 4 to 6 months, this is exactly the type of new moon that you need to capitalize on. In some cases, this could manifest all the way for to a year down the road until we have another new moon in this particular area for you. So in this particular case, Cancer, you've got a new moon. So for example, if it is related to friendships and you want to bring more friends into your life, that is what you set your attentions on. If you are at work and you want to bring more partnerships, more networking opportunities, more success into kind of the work life and the groups and the goals of those groups and the hopes and the wishes of those groups, this is what you want to set your intentions on. So this is a fabulous new moon for you to set intentions on hopes, wishes, dreams, goals, networking, groups, and organizations, basically. So this is an excellent new moon to do that. Now, the other thing we have going on is we have the full moon that is going to be happening on June 2nd or June 3rd, depending upon where you are in the world. For you, this is happening in your 6th house. Now, what this is that a full moon brings culmination, brings endings, or brings to a deeper level, kind of like a climax of any aspects as it relates to your 6th house. So for you, this is going to be in your 6th house of daily activities, work day, health, just general errands, running around, doing so on and so forth. So there may be part of your work life that culminates or ends. So there might be something that you've been doing, and you've been like maybe covering for somebody at work because somebody hasn't been hired to take on that role, and now you have somebody coming in to take that role of which you have been taken care of, and now you can relinquish that duty to that new person, and you no longer have to carry the burden of that day-to-day activity. The other thing that could happen here is you may have some type of a culmination or some type of ending as it relates to your health. So if you have been dealing with a potential health problem, there may be an end to it. So for example, maybe you went in and you had some type of knee surgery. At this point, at this full moon, your knee is going to heal and you will be able to walk again. Okay, it could be something as simple as, you know, even tennis elbow. It could be anything. So there might be some type of situation that you've been dealing with on a health level that is now culminating or is now ending, or there is going to be a massive light that is shown upon it so that it can be addressed and so that it can be healed. As it relates also to health, some of you might be considering ending a health regime. So here it could be, you know, you've detoxed for a while, or you are on like Jenny Craig, or you're on Weight Watchers, and you're seeing that, okay, it gave me the results that I want, now I'm going to go on my own. Or it could be, you know what, this isn't giving me the results I want. I don't know if I want to put any more money into this, so I am going to withdraw. I am not going to renew. Or maybe you will not be renewing a gym membership, those types of things. So that could be how it's going to be affecting you on the 2nd or the 3rd of June at the full moon. Now, the other thing here is that we have intuitive, visionary Neptune, rose-colored glasses Neptune, that is going to be going retrograde on the 12th. Now, for you, Cancer, this is in your 9th house. This is about education. This is about foreign people, foreign places. This is about kind of the world, kind of like, you know, the expanse of the world. The 9th house is also about, you know, kind of like deep passions, the esoteric, the spiritual. So with Neptune now going retrograde, what Neptune does is when Neptune is direct, it lends itself to a little bit of fog. It lends itself to the kind of like the cinematic theater, like everything, you can just create everything out of thin air, and it's just like, you know, you can paint this picture, this rosy picture of everything. Now, when Neptune goes retrograde at this time, those rose-colored glasses come off. The reality hits. The truth comes out. All of this is going to be happening in your 9th house. So as it relates to any type of education, as it relates to any type of publishing, as it relates to any type of foreign dealing or foreign affair, all of a sudden, you are going to get this massive clearing for the next 5 months to be able to move forward in a very realistic manner, because you no longer have these rose-colored glasses on as it relates to anything that is affecting your 9th house at this present time. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the other planetary alignments that are happening. I've got 2 pages of stuff here that we have to go over. Okay, Cancer, the Sun is going into your 12th house. This is about healing. This is about the subconscious. This is about hidden matters. When the Sun goes into the 12th house, things are illuminated. They are activated. So any type of endeavor that you've been hiding under the surface, anything that you've been working on behind the scenes, any type of subconscious behaviors that you need to address and you need to say, okay, enough is enough, I need to take care of this. Any type of healing, again, you know, you have that full moon in your 6th house, and now you have the Sun going in your 12th. There could be something as it relates to a massive healing that's coming through with you, illuminating what it is you need to address to heal. This is what the Sun is about. So any of these matters are going to be brought up to the surface for you to clear, for you to address, for you to bring out of the ethers, for you to unveil. So there might be something that you're working on behind the scenes. There might be some type of a you know, potential situation, and it really could be in any area of your life that you are now bringing out into the open because you want the world to know about it and you're ready to move forward. So this is something that's really, really good. The other thing that we need to be aware of is that while the Sun is in your 12th house, that means that Mercury is also in your 12th house. Mercury is currently going retrograde as of today, May 16th, when I'm recording these videos. So with Mercury going retrograde in this house, you might be in a situation where you're looking at your subconscious and your healing matters and your hidden matters. And with Mercury going retrograde, you may not really be ready to communicate about it just yet, because this is what we have going on. When Mercury goes direct on the 11th in the same house, you are going to want to communicate everything that is going on. So say, for example, there is something that you've kind of been hiding or working on behind the scenes. Let's just say it's a work project, or let's say it is a business venture. Let's say it could be something you have been planning on kind of subconsciously. Maybe you want to have a discussion, with your significant other, those types of things. Whatever it is that you've been kind of working on and internalizing and trying to find a way to word it appropriately, to bring it out into the world for exposure. On the 11th, when Mercury goes direct, in June, you will be ready to bring this out. You will be ready to say, this is what I've been working on. This is what's going on. Or you may have already gotten it all figured out, and then one day, people are, say for example, if it has to do with work, people are going to come to work and they're going to see, holy crap, she's already got this process ready to go, and she's literally, or he is literally rolling it out. They have everybody that they want on their team is on their team, and there are these new people that are running things and running them exactly the way you want to run them. It is no surprise, Cancer, if this is you. And the reason why I say that is Cancerians generally are put in positions of leadership. Leos are put in positions of leadership. So if you are a Cancer Leo cusp, you might be in that type of a situation. So in this particular case, you've got something going on underneath the surface that you are just like, you're just like this. You're just like a bouncy little toy, and you're like a jack in the box. That's what's coming. You're like a jack in the box, and you're just somebody, the world or like everybody thinking that the jack in the box is never going to pop out. They just keep twisting that little crank, and it's just playing the same song, and it just keeps going. And then all of a sudden, Mercury goes direct between the 11th and probably the end of the month. All of a sudden, the Cancers, what you've been doing, what you've been working on, what you've been aligning, what you've been, trying to figure out and get in particular place, this jack in the box is just going to go bing, and it's going to be like, people are going to be like this. They're just going to be taken aback, and they are going to be mesmerized by what it is you have been working on behind the scenes. So just be aware of that. Just make sure you stay above board and professional in anything that you do. Make sure that all your I's are dotted and all your T's are crossed. This is very, very important. Now, where is Mars for you? Mars is also in this 12th house of behind the scenes and the hidden matters. So let me tell you, when that jack in the box pops out of that box, it is going to be like so surprising to people, and it is going to literally, they're literally going to crank their necks into a different, they're going to be like, whoa, because you have been putting so much passion, so much energy, so much emotion, so much love, so much time, so much consideration, so much compassion in what it is you are doing behind the scenes, that you are just absolutely beside yourself, ready to launch. But wait until Neptune goes retrograde. Wait until Mercury goes direct. So once Neptune goes retrograde, which will be on the 12th, Mercury goes direct on the 11th of June. Just make sure you do it after the fact. If you could wait a couple weeks or a week after Mercury goes direct, that's best. So between like the 16th of June and the end of June, that's when you take this hidden matter, everything that you've been working on behind the scenes, and you literally throw it out there to put people like in a position of saying, wow, this person's got their crap together. Okay, that's what's going on. So that's where your energy is at right now. Now, what do we have going on with Venus? Well, right now, Cancer, Venus is in your first house until June 4th. This is beautiful. You are going to be radiant. You are going to be lovely. You are going to look just luscious. You know, whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. With Venus in your first house, you are going to be attracting a large amount of people into your arena, into your airspace. They are going to look at you with affection. They are going to look at you with respect. They are going to look at you like, you know what, this is the type of person that I want to really be with. I want to date. I want to spend the rest of my life with. That, you know, could be what is happening for you right now. So for example, for some of you, you may have gotten proposed to. You may have gotten, you know, an offering of dating somebody. And right now with the sun in your 12th house, you're kind of going back into yourself, into your subconscious, into your internal workings, and you are trying to decide, okay, how do I want to move forward with this? What do I want to do with this? And with Mercury going retrograde, you know, you're thinking about your communications and you want things to come out just right. So you might just kind of just slightly delaying everything, kind of keeping the status quo as it's going, just like that jack in the box, turning that crank. And then when you're ready to release, when you're ready to move forward, you are going to bring it out there, and everybody is just going to be happier for it. Now, after the 4th, Venus goes into your second house. So this is beautiful. When Venus goes into your second house, this is going to grace the house of the money you make from the company you work for, the money you make from the resources that are available, you know, your self-value. When this happens on the 4th of June, a lot of Cancers out there are going to be in that state of preparation to launch. I mean, it's going to happen quick, guys. Just be aware of that. So you're going to be in the state of preparation to launch, okay? And Venus is right there, you know, going from your first into your second on the 4th, okay? And in approximately, you know, 6 to 7 days, you know, you've got that process of Neptune going retrograde, so that reality is revealed, so that truths are revealed. And then you've got all of this activity that is movement, okay? So anytime after like the 16th to the end of the month, I'm telling you guys are about to just rock it. So this is absolutely beautiful, and you will be recognized for using your resources appropriately. You will be recognized for all of this. If there are any of you that are out there and you're, you know, wanting to get a job, you know, and you don't have a job right now, Venus is really going to grace this for you, and they are going to bring money your way, whether that's an entrepreneurial business or whether that's something else. Money is going to be coming your way coming up in the latter half of June. So what else do we have going on? Saturn, the second half of June, Saturn is going to go retrograde from your 6th house into your 5th house. So right now in the 6th house, you get a lot of activity in the 6th house. So you've got a lot of issues that you've been dealing with, you've been trying to figure out, you've been trying to solidify as it relates to 6th house. So as it relates to your day-to-day activities, your work day, your health, your errands that you run every day, these are things that Saturn has been saying, okay, you better get your I's dotted and your T's crossed. You know, if you're going to get ready to launch on this thing, you need to make sure that it is solid. You got to make sure that this thing has got legs. You know, make sure that this gets done. Then second half, now you're ready with this, you're prepared with this, you're focusing on this launch, whatever it is that you're working on behind the scenes, you are really focused on this, and you want to make it work, and you want to make it solid, and you want to make it a commitment. Well, then Saturn is going to be moving the second half of June back into your 5th house, which is about love, romance, children, creativity. So what might be happening here is that now that you have your 6th house matters solidified, committed, and balanced, and appropriated, you can focus on your committing and solidifying and you know, appropriately allocating your resources to your 5th house matters, because you've been so occupied by work and by the everyday. You can now you know, take that energy and put it aside and say, okay, that has been signed, sealed, and delivered. Now I'm going to focus my commitment on my 5th house matters, which are creativity, which are romance, you know, which deal with, you know, taking risks, you know, just children, all of these beautiful things. And it is just wonderful because Saturn will give you the appropriate determination and will give you the appropriate organization to make sure that everything works out in your favor. It is a time of redo. It is a time of reassessment, and it's time of second chances when Saturn goes back into and retrogrades into this 5th house for you. So this is really, really beautiful. Okay, so I don't know if did I mention Neptune for you? Neptune is also going retrograde in your 9th house, and it goes retrograde on the 11th. Okay, so when Neptune goes retrograde, it takes off the rose-colored glasses, it takes off, you know, the imagination, the illusion, and the delusion, and it brings everybody down to reality really quick. So when Neptune starts going retrograde for you on the 11th, it is going to bring a lot of reality checks, a lot of truth in your 9th house matters. If that has to deal with publishing, if that has to deal with education, foreign people, foreign lands, those types of things, there's going to be like this revelation of reality, basically, as it relates to that. So if you've been kind of working from a visionary perspective, saying, this is great, let's do it this way, and then all of a sudden Neptune comes in and it reverses, and not reverses, but it goes retrograde, and all of a sudden it brings the energy in, twisting it in a different direction, and it releases all the fog, then it's going to be like you will be subjected, you know, to anything that you've had a vision on or whatever. You're going to be subjected to the reality of it, and you are going to have to abide by the rules and the standards of that reality. Okay? All right, so I think I pretty much have everything taken care of as far as planetary alignments. It's pretty huge and it's pretty significant. So let's go ahead and let's get into your tarot reading. Now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to move the camera down so that you can see me shuffle. And also, again, this is for rising, sun, moon. I would also like to mention these are general readings. These will not potentially be affecting each of you individually. If you need something more individualized, you know, you can contact me for reading if you like. If not, then just go ahead and just be aware of the fact that some of these aspects could affect you greatly, and some of these aspects may only affect you kind of in a small level, but these are general readings, so it's for the entire gamut of all of the Cancerians out there. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to do the first part of the reading, which is the general energies, work and finance, relationships and love, and then health and well-being. After that, I will be pulling 2 spiritual advice cards. One of the spiritual advice cards is for what you can focus on to make all these transitions easier. The other spiritual advice card is for any challenges that you may need to overcome as you work through these energies. So what do we have for Cancers? Well, this one already wanted to pop out for the general. Let's see, work and finance. What have we got going on with work and finance? This one wants to come out for work and finance. Love life, relationship. Relationships can also be work relationships. Any type of relationship. So just take the messages and apply them in the best way that it works for you in the particular area. And then it might make some more sense. There's health. Because I know there's several different Cancerians out there. Some of you are married, some of you are not, some of you are dating, some of you have jobs, some of you don't. You know, I do understand this. So like I said, just retrofit these energies into your particular aspects of your life. Okay. All right, these two wanted to pop out by themselves. So this, oh, actually you've got 3. So we'll do this one for spiritual advice, and this one for spiritual advice, and this one for the challenge. Okay, what have we got, Cancers, for your general energies for June 2015? Now, I would like to say that these energies are going to, this reading energies are going to start on the 22nd of May, and they will end on the 21st of June, but this is still considered the June 2015 reading, you know, just to put a monthly stamp on it. Okay, so what are the general energies for Cancer for the June 2015 reading? Wow, Cancers, you have the Moon. This actually, what I'm hearing here for you, this is you, okay? Because the Moon represents Pisces, or the Moon represents Cancer. For a lot of Cancerians out there, there may be a Pisces that that you are potentially dealing with, working with, and this Pisces might be a Pisces that is helping you with kind of behind the scenes work, the hidden matters, that which has not had light shed upon it. You know, this might be what is happening with a lot of the Cancers out there. This is about intuition. This Pisces or this other Cancer may have a lot of intuition as it relates to this particular endeavor or this particular job that is happening around you right now. The other thing, Cancer, is that there could be potential illusions happening right now, and this is what I mentioned when we have Neptune going retrograde on the 11th. All of those illusions are going to disperse, and the sun is going to come out, and there are going to be realities that are revealed to you. So in this particular time with this June energy, you are going to be you are going to have specific areas that have been hidden that are going to be revealed. Now again, you do have the sun in your 12th house. This is the subconscious. This is the sleepy sleep time. This is things that happen at night. So you might have a lot of activities, a lot of subconscious hidden thoughts that come up at night that you are trying to translate and bring out into the day. This card is absolutely resonant of what is happening with the planetary energies right now. So just be aware of that. So I don't anticipate there being any super huge surprises. I am just looking at this as you preparing whatever it is that you're doing behind the scenes, getting it ready for the big reveal. And I think some of you may have a Pisces helping you out with this, or another Cancer person. Okay, so what do we have for work and finance? Yep, this is definitely what is happening. You have this potential Pisces or Cancer over here helping you with your endeavors and kind of doing behind the scenes work for you, and it is a share and share alike. So in this particular case, Cancer, you have potentially some type of a partnership that is happening between you and another person at work. You could be partnering with someone as it relates to your finances. You could be partnering with someone, say for example, you know, like a financial consultant or a financial analysis person that is going to be helping you out a little bit. It's kind of like a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. There might be just like I said, there might be a little bit of hidden matters going on behind the scenes. There might be something that you are not revealing even to the people that are helping you, that you are kind of like the mastermind behind this. You are the person that is aligning everyone and putting them in their particular slots so that you can get out of it what you put into it, or you can bring into manifestation a goal that you have been desperately working on. But you are doing this in the right manner, Cancer. You are doing it from the perspective of equivalent exchange, and this is very, very important for you to recognize. For those of you that do not have a job right now, you might be having somebody out there that is going to help you with giving you kind of an inside track on a job. You could be getting somebody that in your environment that you know, wants to hire you and help you out, maybe even on a part-time basis to kind of get you over a hump, so to speak. So this might be how this is manifesting for you, for those of you that do not have a job at the present time. Again, for those of you that are looking at this from a purely financial perspective, this is just kind of coming about where you just want to see, you're looking at returns on investment, and the way you're doing that is you are partnering with people to get a return on an investment in any investment that you are considering at this point in time. The investment also might be into charitable organizations, so it might be into a nonprofit sector or something like that that you want to invest in, or something of that nature. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at your love and your romance. Okay, Cancers, you have somebody is absolutely coming into your life. It is potentially an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus that is going to be helping you out and is going to show interest in you as it relates to partnerships at work. This could also be somebody with a lot of these placements in their chart, like 3 or 4 earth placements in their chart. So this could definitely be helping you out as far as work is concerned, as far as a work relationship. If you are already in a stable love relationship, you could be getting a gift from your partner. It could be a gift of value, but it could be a little while before it's coming. So for example, you may have a partner that is going to surprise you with a very valuable gift for your birthday, and your birthday is coming up. So if they're asking you some questions, or kind of like, you know, you'll pick up on it, Cancers, because you're pretty intuitive. You know that they're getting ready to surprise you, but you know it's not going to happen till your birthday. So just take that for what it's worth. For those of you that are not currently coupled and you're single, you could have an earth sign, male or female, coming into your life. Now this particular sign is going to be a slow mover. So just be aware that I wouldn't rush anything as it relates to this particular relationship. Just let it develop organically and slowly, and you will see that this person has a lot of staying power. Okay, as it relates to health, wow, as it relates to health, you have the King of Pentacles. This is excellent. You are in charge of your health. You are putting value back into your health. You are going back to the gym. You are looking at how you can invest in your health. You are taking an active stance as it relates to your health. You are feeling stable. You are feeling grounded. You are feeling like you are back in your body. This is excellent, excellent news. This could be you investing in your health. So for those of you that don't have a gym membership, you could be investing in a gym membership. You could be investing in gym equipment. You could be investing in a detox type of, solution, or Jenny Craig, or any of that as it relates to your health, because you are going through and you are working on partnerships as it relates to your money. This is actually going to have a positive impact on your health, because you are going to feel a lot more stable and a lot more prepared. This person that you are doing this partnership with, this Pisces or this Cancer, is going to bring you a lot of stability, and is going to bring you a lot of comfort and security in whatever endeavor it is that you guys are embarking on together. So this is excellent, excellent news for you, Cancer. Okay, what do we have for your spiritual advice? Wow, Cancer, prosperity. I mean, it's all over here. You've got 3 Pentacle cards. Spiritual advice here is embrace the prosperity. You've got prosperity coming your way. It is looking pretty awesome for you right now. This prosperity will be granted through your abilities of using your intuition and utilizing those that have intuition and that are helping you in whatever endeavor it is that you are embarking on. And with that, you will gain this prosperity. This is an absolute gift from the universe. The other spiritual advice you have is inner bridges. You know, this really does apply to the majority of Cancers out there that are currently in a job or embarking on a partnership of any kind. This inner bridges, what this is basically saying is you are building bridges across disciplines. Okay, so for those of you that are working, you are building bridges across disciplines. So if you are working in a manufacturing plant and you've got red widgets on one end of the spectrum and you've got blue widgets over on the other end of the spectrum, you are bringing the blue and the red together. You are making it work so that everybody benefits, so that everybody is prosperous. You know, this is excellent, Cancers. You guys are absolutely building this amazing, beautiful manifestation, and that goes back to the planetary alignments again with the Jack in the Box. Whatever it is that you are getting ready to release at the end of June is absolutely phenomenal, and it has got legs and it has got the perseverance to get where it needs to be in order for your goals to be met. Okay, so what do we have for your challenge for the month of June? Your challenge, Cancer, is to manifest light, okay? This goes back to the Moon card. You know, some of these things that are hidden and underneath the surface, you are going to have to bring them to the light. And according to the rest of the cards, when you do this, this is going to be absolutely over the top, beautiful and prosperous and wonderful. But the thing is, with all that activity in your 12th house right now, with the sun being in your 12th house, you are going to be very hesitant about bringing anything that you have had hidden in the back end to light. This is your challenge. So in order to get over this, shed light on it, bring it to the surface, and just rock it out so that everybody can just embrace what it is that you have been so desperately working on to manifest in your life, whether that be through work, whether that be through relationships, whether that be through finances, whether that be through children relationships, all of that. Just bring it out and let yourself shine. Okay, Cancers. There you go. There is your reading for June of 2015. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you have liked this reading, please like, please share, and please subscribe if you feel inclined to do so. This reading is a little bit longer, but again, we have a lot of planetary configurations that are shifting, and so I had to give them at least honorable mention as we move through this reading. So anyway, to end this reading, I would like to utilize a saying in Arabic that I received from Balthina Abid. I hope I am saying your name correctly. And she gave me the way to say in Arabic the following statement: I bow to the divine light within your soul. And this is how it goes, and I hope I don't butcher it too much. And I would like to thank Balthina for giving me this this Arabic translation. It is Ana Anhani ila anur al ilahi al kamin fi ruhika. So there it is, and it was a pleasure sharing that with all of you. Let me know if any of you are Arabic out there too, or speak Arabic. Let me know if I was even close. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. Much light, much love, and many, many blessings to you, Cancers. Namaste.